Hi, this is Jesse with Clog Pro Plumbing. Doing a pre-purchase sewer inspection at 3343 Northeast 12th Avenue in Portland, Oregon. Couldn't find a clean out. This house has been renovated, so I'm sure the existing clean out's buried somewhere in a wall. But so we're going through the basement toilet here. It's kind of hard to tell, but just kind of note this toilet, the floor that this toilet is sitting on has got a serious angle to it. It's not very flat, so anyhow, not much you can do with that with the floor being the way it is, and you can try shimming it, but anyhow. So I can't run my skid on my camera head because there is a backflow buried somewhere, which is the other thing. There's no access to anywhere that I can see, and there really should be access to it if you ever have an issue. So I don't want to run my skid because they get hung up in the door here. So right there's the backflow, and there's a big wad of stuff. Looks like it might have flushed out of there. Okay, so I'm gonna run some water so we can check for flow and bellies and begin. Zero up the foot counter here. Here's that big wad of stuff. I'm gonna go try to flush the upstairs toilet, see if that'll flush this out. Alright, so I just flushed the upstairs toilet. I think that got rid of it. So here we are going back to the original cast iron. And then back to ABS. That right there is probably an exterior clean out, which I'll look for on the way back. Alright, here we are transitioning to the 6-inch clay city lateral. This is probably around the curb line somewhere. And right here's where it ties into city main. I just can't get past their little offset right there. So we'll go ahead and start pulling the camera back. Would be a good idea to show this video to the city of Portland just so they can see the condition of their lateral. They take responsibility from the curb out if there's any issues with line. They might not fix that. It is cracked. They may. It's just you'd have to talk to them about it. There is some small root intrusions you can see there on the right side of the screen, and another little bit of something catching on the lip right here that's seeing that water kind of pool up and over it. So I definitely would show this to the city of Portland so they can check out the condition of their lateral. In fact, I'm going to go and do a quick locate. Okay, so yeah, it's about 12 feet deep out in the street. There is a vague locate mark in the street, and yeah, about 12 feet deep. So anyhow, I'm going to continue pulling back. transition to ABS. This must have been done quite a long time ago because they haven't allowed ABS in the right of way for at least 15 years, 18 years now. And let's see, that's the rain drain tie-in, and then there's the clean out. So I'm gonna go and locate this, see if we can find an exterior clean out. Okay, so I just located the clean out. It's buried about 3-4 inches below the drain rock in the middle of the driveway. I took a couple pictures and put a little white circle just so that way you know where your clean out is. It's always good to have that information. So if you ever do have this situation, or if you do have a backup, it's a lot better than trying to drag equipment in your basement, making a mess, pulling toilets and that sort of stuff. So anyhow, but all in all, sewer line has been updated. The exterior portion, the cast iron, usually is not bad on these. They get a little rough and scaly like you can see here, but the cast iron in these old homes is usually really good compared to like, there's the backflow. I gotta try to run some water to get the door open so I can get my camera out. So bear with me. There we go. Oh wait, oops. There we go. Perfect. All right, and then I'm going to try and see if I can focus in on my picture here that I took so it's on your video. That light is going to... Alright, turn my light off real quick here. Okay. It's kind of hard to tell, but right there is the clean out, and if I zoom back enough, it's right in line with that cable cord going through the wall. And then I took another picture where I painted it. So that is on the driveway, between the two driveway tracks there, the concrete paths. And yeah, that's where your clean out is. So anyhow, pretty good information to have. That way, like I said, if you ever do have any issues, you have an access point. But at this time, sewer line looks to be in good working order, no breaks, roots, or bellies. I would contact the city of Portland and maybe show them this video just so they can see that cracked Y and that small root intrusion, and see if that's something they're going to take care of. Put it on their list of things to do. Usually if it's really bad, they'll get out within hours if it's something like an emergency. Otherwise, they'll get to it as needed. So this concludes our video. This is Jesse the Clog Pro. Have a nice day.